Pitchfork.com, a site that we all love to hate. I would occasionally check Pitchfork damn near every day, to be honest. Sometimes to just see what they thought about albums that I'm listening to, but also just to see like what they're reviewing. Like most of the time, their best new music, I just know whenever an album gets that label, it's something I can probably take a risk with. It's honestly how I found Tame Impala. It's how I found Run the Jewels. Today is March 31st, and today Chlöe's debut solo album, In Pieces, dropped. And that 6.1 got people hot. Okay, hot. I don't want to sound like this is not going to be the video that you think it is. I promise. I don't want this to sound like I'm roasting or I'm attacking from a place of not understanding where you're coming from. Because as somebody who grew up being an NERD fan, being a Coldplay fan, and a Childish Gambino fan, especially, I have seen lots of just crazy, wild, what the hell is that type scores on albums that I enjoyed. So I understand that knee-jerk reaction to be upset, but it's also just a review. And I know I can say that now because I'm an old man. I'm in my 30s now talking about music. So I'm officially washed. And so I have, you know, this new perspective of like, it ain't that deep. It's just music. But you wouldn't know that from seeing people going crazy on Twitter. So I listened to the album this morning and I checked Twitter and I see that Pitchfork has already posted, but I checked the tweet and I mean, it is getting ratioed into hell. Probably still is. And I was just like, oh my God, what did they say? And I went and I read the review and I was like, holy shit. I was like, wild, okay? Like it's spicy. It's a spicy review. I cannot lie. The review is a spicy. But that 6.1, I've only listened to the album today. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. The album just came out today. I didn't get an advance copy. The author of this review most likely did, but I didn't. So I've only listened to it 2.5, 3 good times. It's fine. In my opinion, in my humble opinion, I feel like we've heard Chlöe do better than what is on this album. And I don't want to get too far into my own personal thoughts because that's not really what this is about. And also that's not what y'all came here for. But I will say that I read the review and while it's hot, it's not wrong in my opinion. And what gets me about everybody's backlash to this review, you know, to this thing getting ratioed into hell. I mean, people are like, they're like damn near doxing her and like saying, yo, we coming after you. And, you know, half of it is memes, but half of it is also unhinged, as most of the internet is. I mean, it's 2023. We're at the end of the world. I get it. Let's make jokes. It's a little insane, in my opinion, how hard people are going at this review. When, one, I've listened to the album and I see exactly what she's saying in this review. And I agree with a lot of it. I might not feel as strongly as she does to put it in these kind of words, which is why I'm not a music journalist. I'm just a guy sitting in front of a microphone. But I understand what she's getting at, and I agree with a lot of it. Number two, a lot of this criticism is the same criticism that I was seeing a lot of people also say about Chlöe before this album came out. When, I mean, getting back to the Chris Brown single, which is the lead single from this album with the rollout and the video and everything, when Chlöe tweeted that this song was coming out with a little teaser with Chris Brown, she got ratioed into hell. Fair, but I'm saying, like, so when the review says, and I hope that we can all agree that this is an objectively funny sentence, regardless of where you fall on this, but I hope we can at least agree that this is a hilarious sentence. In what reads as a desperate attempt to secure a hit, Chlöe aligns herself with Bad Boy and notorious abuser Chris Brown with How Does It Feel, a song with the sexual appeal and emotional intimacy of Apple's terms and conditions. Like, God damn, that's crazy. That sentence is insane. But I feel like we were all saying the same thing. When that single came out, the first thing I thought was, girl, they about to eat you alive for this. And just like I said, they did. But my personal opinion was, if you're gonna do this, the song has got to be phenomenal. It's at least gotta be good. And just like a lot of this album, in my opinion, that single was very mid. I mean, it took a great sample and just did nothing with it. And it honestly is a great example of what I think makes this album so middling is that, like, it's not that Chlöe can't sing. It's not that Chris Brown can't sing. It's just the songwriting, like the lyricism is just not there for me. And a lot of what the author of this Pitchfork review was saying in her review was that this album just feels sterile. It feels manufactured. It feels like it was a very by the numbers, like put together on a board. Like, okay, we need to have you have Missy Elliott be one of the features. Okay, and definitely, okay, yeah, we're gonna do Chris Brown. He's very popular. He's very popular right now. Everyone loves his 50-track albums. Okay, and then we're gonna do Future because you want to do a song about cheating, of course. And we're gonna make it a guitar ballad because why not? Everybody's doing that. It felt very PR'd, you know. And I feel like people have been saying that about what some people perceive as like Chloe's forced sexuality and just the way that these songs feel like they were made in a factory. Like I said at the top of this review, I love Chlöe and Halle, both of them. I might not care for the Disney remakes, but I'm going to drag my feet and go see The Little Mermaid because Halle is The Little Mermaid, and that's great. That's great for her. That's great for Disney. You know, that's great for everybody. It's great for the Barbie dolls that's gonna sell out. And Chlöe, I enjoyed her in Swarm. I didn't really watch her whole lot in Grownish, but like I said, I really enjoyed Ungodly Hour, and I just want to see her succeed. Young black R&B is on the rise. I think there are a lot of artists that are coming out and making some really good music, and I put Chlöe and Halle to be among those numbers. And I feel like this album does a disservice to what we know she can do. And the album review on Pitchfork was extra spicy, for sure. It was. I'm not gonna take that away from her, but for everybody to be ratioing Pitchfork and to be putting this girl's name and like her IP address and all kinds of other shit like on Twitter and coming at her head, like I said, some of it is just funny memes, and I get it, we're at the end of the world. We gotta make jokes. But some of y'all are a little unhinged. And also some of y'all are taking this shit a little too seriously because it's a review. Like, nobody's telling you how to feel about the album. You know, I feel for people like Fantano because he give an album a 6 and y'all feel like you can't like it anymore. He gave Hiatus Coyote's Choose Your Weapon a 5 back when that came out. But I think that album is a 10. But his 5 review is not gonna make me like that album any less. I think that 69 minutes of Australian funk is phenomenal, and there's nothing you can do to stop me from doing that. So if y'all really love this Chlöe album, and that's a whole nother topic in itself because I feel like nobody's gonna be talking about this in 2 weeks. If y'all really love this Chlöe album, support it. Stream it, buy tickets to the concerts, show her that like, hey, we love this music, we love you to make more of it, and just continue to do your thing. But like all of the grandstanding over somebody else's like not so positive, that's a real nice way of putting it, review of her solo debut when she's 24. She's got plenty of room to grow, and I'm excited to see that happen regardless of how fine I felt this album was. I'm excited for the next one because I feel like just like everybody else in this world is making music, young black women should be allowed to be a little messy. They should be allowed to fail. Everything don't have to be Renaissance. It's just not possible. It just really isn't, being honest. And I think we need to give people room to grow and change and figure themselves out. And I'm excited to see what comes from Chloe's next phase. I hope that 1 or 2 critical reviews of her debut album wouldn't stop her from creating music. If you're gonna be, you know, Beyonce's niece, that ain't what she do. that ain't what Parkwood trained her to do. I know that. This ain't gonna matter. If she's anything like Beyonce, she probably ain't even gonna see this. This ain't gonna bother her at all. And so I'm excited to see what comes next. I just think that all of the extra hoopla about the review was a little ridiculous, and some of y'all look a little crazy. Enjoy the music that you want to enjoy, regardless of how other people feel about it. That's it. Blessings to Chloe Bailey. Blessings to the author of this review. Blessings to Pitchfork, and blessings to you for watching this video. Let me know how you felt about the album itself. Let me know how you felt about the review, and let me know how you felt about this conversation in general in the comments below. Appreciate you being here. My name is Jay Burritos. I stream on Twitch every now and then. I do graphic design, and I got 2 pets. Come see about me. Catch you on the next video. Peace.